After finding out she wasn't the rich heiress after all, the girl didn't hesitate and went straight back to her biological parents' poor home. She had 8 brothers, all dirt poor. Her mother thought she'd look down on their home after living a life of luxury, but to her surprise, the girl happily stayed. Little did she know, this decision would bring her unimaginable wealth, while the real heiress who kicked her out would see her entire family fall apart years later from one bad decision. The next day, the girl woke up a little late for school. Her 8th brother looked annoyed at first, but froze the moment he saw her. He never expected his biological sister to be as delicate and adorable as a porcelain doll. When she softly called him 8th brother, he didn't know how to react. The fake sister he knew before had a short fuse. Nothing like this sweet and gentle girl, so he eagerly offered to bike her to school. But near the school, he instinctively stopped. The girl was confused why he stopped there. It turned out the fake sister used to his bicycle, especially since luxury cars lined up outside the elite school across the street. To his surprise, the girl didn't mind at all, and even asked him to pick her up at the school gate after class. Soon, the girl walked into the elite high school, and whispers followed her everywhere, saying she had fallen from grace overnight. They even talked about her arranged marriage with the Mu family's young master. But now that she was no longer a rich heiress, that engagement would naturally go to someone else. She walked into the classroom, and her deskmate happened to be the Mu family's young master. Clearly, he had already heard she wasn't the real heiress. He wanted to say something but didn't know how to start. The girl said nothing either. She set down her bag and reached into her desk for her pencil case, but suddenly pulled out a snake instead. The surrounding students screamed in terror. Then laughter burst from the back row. It was a guy she had once rejected. Now that she had no status, he took the chance to get revenge. But he didn't expect her to be fearless. Instead, she stood up and said she loved his gift, and even wanted to return the favor. Then she stuffed the snake straight into his uniform, scaring him so badly he wet himself, and passed out on the spot. At that moment, the real heiress walked in with the principal. The first thing she did was demand the girl give up her seat, saying she needed to sit next to her future fiancé. The girl calmly packed her things and moved. The only empty seat left was next to the Gu family's daughter. Compared to the girl, Miss Gu had always been second place academically, and she was known for being cold and hating deskmates. Yet unexpectedly, she silently allowed the girl to sit beside her. At this moment, the scheming girl suddenly apologized with fake sincerity, saying she didn't mean to come between her and the Mu family's young master, but their mother told her to build a relationship with him. As soon as she said that, the classmates took her side, saying if anyone should apologize, it should be the girl who took her identity. The scheming girl smiled smugly, thinking playing nice really worked. She figured as long as she acted gentle like the girl, the young master would fall for her. At noon, the girl went to the cafeteria alone. A group of girls came up and mocked her, saying eating alone made her look pathetic. After all, back when she was a rich heiress, she was always surrounded by people. When she ignored them, they became even more aggressive. The girl looked up, and saw the leader was a fan of the young master. Suddenly, a bottle flew and hit the back of her head. She instantly flew into a rage. But when she turned around, it was the school bully. They ran off in fear. The bully sat down across from the girl. She was surprised. She didn't even know this arrogant troublemaker. Then he glanced at her tray, which had barely any vegetables on it.